this video I want to talk about why the majority of astrologers use the sun and moon as guidance for when it comes to, like personality traits and especially like forecasting. It's because out of all the celestial gods and goddesses that we have out there in space, it's the sun and the moon that does not go retrograde, so it's easier to study the signs based on those two celestial gods and goddesses. The sun is actually a reflection. Well, no, it's not a reflection. It's the sole purpose, the drive of our seasons. I know that like January 1st will always be about 10 to 11 degrees Capricorn, and it resets itself every 4 years back to the same degree. And knowing this, it makes it easier for astrologers to use sun signs when it comes to forecasting the future. And to consider the fact that every zodiac sign has about 30 degrees, which is 30 days, based on the sun sign, the influence of the sun. It's when you read your horoscopes in magazines or in the internet or any other source, it's very general, very broad, very general. It's basically talking about 30 degrees of that zodiac sign. Now here's the thing about that 30 degrees. Most orbs or most influence of aspects will last about 8 to 10 degrees. So you would have to divide every zodiac sign, every 12 zodiac sign into 3, which makes it which they have, and it's called deacons, deaconates. In fact, that's how the Christian got the word deacons, because deacons means 10, as the word deca, deacon, December. December is actually the 10th month. It's because the influence of the sun has that effect on everybody on the planet, not just only people, but animals, minerals, whatever. It's easier to pinpoint forecast using that system than it is forecasting a whole zodiac sign. Sometimes in most magazines and internet online horoscopes, they'll say, well, Mars is trying to you, which indicates a time for a sudden go for it attitude, But then somebody who is born in the middle of that zodiac sign will be like, no, I'm kind of like waiting for things to happen until a week later it actually happened. So here's my advice for you on this situation. If you were born in the first 10 days of your zodiac sign, then go ahead and read your horoscope for that day. If you were born in the middle of your zodiac, then wait I can't say a week because a week is 7 days. I'd say wait for another 10 days and then read the zodiac 10 days ago. If you're born late in your zodiac, then read your horoscope about 20 days of your horoscope. And that way it would help. It would help confirm it. Now, when it comes to rising signs, because most horoscopes will focus on rising signs instead of sun signs, that would be a little bit more trickier, and that would probably take a much longer video to explain it. So, because the ascendant is extremely fast. The signs you would have to look for if they start saying, well, Mercury is now in your 7th house, then you know they're talking about your ascendant. Your ascendant is not your sun sign, unless you're born in the morning, like 5 to 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm not too sure, about 6 o'clock in the morning, because then your sun and your rising sign would be the same sign. So when they start mentioning about that, then you would have to be a somewhat knowledgeable about astrology to understand it. I don't know how to explain this, but for me, as a Virgo rising, I'm in the middle, last to the middle of Virgo. So when I start reading a horoscope and they start mentioning houses, then I kind of, excuse me, I look at what's in the house. I use a form called the ephemeris to find what they're talking about and see when will Mercury enter the 9th house. Okay, for me. And then I use that as an insight. Now, moon signs are also a little bit trickier, because with moon signs, it only lasts, I'd say, about 2 or 3 days. So when they start mentioning your moon is trying to Mars, then you know they're talking about moon signs. And not every astrologer or horoscope will focus on moon signs. Although, to find out more details, I would probably have to use the Farmer's Almanac or Llewellyn's Witch Book, because they have a little more details on moon signs, and as well as whether it's waxing or waning, or and then you have to consider waxing gibbous, and stuff like that. But yeah, if you want to know more details, especially involving the other gods like Mercury and Venus and Mars, then you would probably have to go see an astrologer for something like that, for something detailed, or purchase a program in which can help you understand those aspects. That's all I have to say about forecast astrology. I hope you enjoyed my video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.